Well, welcome to the ground floor of my space. It is an honor to have you here. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Lion's Gate, and I'm going to just give a brief preface of what it is and how you can work with it, because the exciting thing is I am going to be creating a set of 12 readings, one for each of the zodiac signs, specifically to help give guidance and direction for energy that you will find helpful during this Lion's Gate period. So that's what we're going to talk about. I would like to take this time briefly just to tell you guys once again how grateful I am for you. I have been a little silent on YouTube for the last couple weeks. I did have some traveling and that resulted in some physical injury, so I had to take the time to focus on my health. And that always fundamentally is my focus and objective in everything I do. And the reason that the Lion's Gate is even a part of my existence, that I am aware of it, is because of health issues. When I learned about it last year, I used it to manifest improved health and wellness, and it worked. We tend to want to think that everything is a one and done equation in life, that to get this result you do this one thing and it will get you there. So by no means am I saying that the journey work that I did on the Lion's Gate last year is the thing that culminated in all of these changes for me, but I have no doubt that it was a key component in helping shift energies that are beyond our 3D ability to access. So this year I'm using the Lion's Gate and I am manifesting radiant health, exceptional health. I'm taking it to the next level because for me, health underpins everything else. And these kind of stories will most likely be coming up on the channel over time as well. I've got all kinds of ideas and things that are going on, and it's a matter of processing it and getting it out and sharing it with you guys. So I am going to take a sidestep and just explain briefly what the Lion's Gate is. The Lion's Gate is, simply put, it's a time of year. It is the period between, I think, July 28th until approximately August 12th. So it happens every year during this time frame. We call it the Lion's Gate because when we look at the Zodiac, the sign of Leo is coming into prominence during this time of year. So what that means for us, astrologically speaking, energetically speaking, is that we have a lot of Leo's dominant traits at our disposal to kind of catch those energy waves and move with them to help manifest the things we want in our lives. The Lion's Gate, in addition to being something that takes place each year under this time frame, is a time of year when we have two very specific planetary alignments happening. One, the Sirius star system lines up with Earth, and I don't remember exactly, either in a way that it is closest to Earth compared to the other times of the year, or it has to do also with Orion's belt happening at the same time. I am not an astrology buff. That is not my area of expertise, though I am an avid learner, and so as I do learn things, I will share them with you guys. But I do know that Orion's belt will be lining up with the pyramids in Egypt during the Lion's Gate portal. And we call it a portal energy because, much like what happens when we look at planetary movement with retrogrades, it affects the energy that we experience here on Earth. So that's what the Lion's Gate is. That's when it is. It's a huge manifestation portal. And August 8th is going to be the most potent time to harness that energy. Though you are encouraged to do the work, the intention setting, all of that during the entire period is also extremely beneficial. If you really want to clamp down on those correspondences, which is something I love doing. It's why I work with such a variety of things. You can do ceremony on 8/8 at 8 a.m., 8 p.m., 8:18, 8:08. You get the idea. When we're bringing in those frequencies of the number 8, we are helping to further harness this energy. So that is about the Lion's Gate. The next thing, I'll just briefly talk about manifestation. Manifestation is essentially, as my great teacher Christine says, it is intentional receiving. And what we desire desires us. It's one of the laws of the universe. So when we're working with this energy in the Lion's Gate, what you are going to want to do is to speak in present tense. So whether it be relationships, health, finances, travel, freedom, expression, development, advancement, whatever type of desires are sitting within your soul, within your gut, within your solar plexus, within your heart, the things that draw you, that light you up, the things that you're passionate about, those are the things to be paying attention to and looking at the balance of it. Is it less than I want? Is it more than I want? Is there conflict? Is there resolution? So working with that energy and using present tense to speak about a situation regardless of what time frame it actually will happen in is one of the key components of manifesting effectively. So we are at about 7 minutes into this video. Like I said, it's a little different than my normal videos, although as this channel grows and evolves, I'm finding that there are so many ways that I can show up and be of service, and that part is pretty exciting too. The final thing that I will put at the end of this video, however, is a segment that helps line up for the next 12 readings that I will be posting. So, as I mentioned, I will be doing this set of readings based off of the Zodiac signs. Now, the Zodiac signs are a much more familiar component. So these readings are meant to come through right now because what I am feeling is that a larger audience is needing access or exposure to these messages that I feel are needing to come through. So, even though you are born with your zodiac signs in predominant placements, right? All of us, well, I won't say indefinite terms, but sun sign, we can pretty much guarantee that people are familiar with the sun sign. We also have the ascendant sign or the rising sign. We have our moon sign. We have the different houses that the different planets reside in. Astrology is such a complex tool available to us. Like I said, it's not my expertise, but it really is another great tool to use. Now, much like every system that I have encountered, whether it be astrology or gene keys or human design, these systems that we have that help us tap back into our purpose and our mission and our memory and help us reignite. All of the systems have one thing in common, and that is, yes, when your soul was born, it chose very specific things to express, different skills or resources at hand, and certain challenges also at hand. So for me, my sun sign is Libra, but my ascendant is Leo. So what that simply means is that when I was born, when the sun was coming over the horizon, was in the sign of Leo. So the world, the rising sign, the ascendant sign, means that the world gets a lot of Leo traits and characteristics by interacting with me. That is how an ascendant sign works in a nutshell. So, and then the moon sign governs a lot of our shadow aspects, the things that we find a little more challenging, the things that we don't necessarily want to look at per se, but are important to look at because they still are part of us. So I also have Pluto in my chart, and I have Aquarius in my chart. I don't work with them as much because they do not fill areas that I have focused on. But the whole point of me telling you this in this way is that of the 12 readings, it will be up to you to pick which signs you're going to watch, which ones you're going to investigate and tune into and see what messages are there for you. Using your intuition, again, is going to be huge. Using this as an opportunity to dive deeper into your own astrology. If astrology is something that you guys want me to start incorporating more, let me know, and I will do my best to give my perspective on this area. But that is the benefit of these 12 readings. You're going to be able to go in and essentially you get to look at these different characteristic trademarks, and you get to look and see how they resonate specifically for you. So that is everything. That's everything for this video. I got through it. It was amazing. You got through it. Thanks for being here. The only thing that I'm going to say at the end is once the 12 readings are done, I'll create a playlist, and I'll link the playlist to this video because I'm not going to put this kind of introduction in all 12 of the videos. I want it to be separate for those who want the information, and it can be bypassed for those who don't. So when each of the 12 videos comes out, I will link to this video so that people have access to it if you haven't watched it by the time you find the Zodiac video. Once the Zodiac videos are all done, I will put them in a playlist and link them to this video. So once everything is all set and calibrated and completed, it should be, my vision, it should be a nice little package loop, easy to navigate kind of deal. So I am sending you guys all so much love. Thank you once again so much for being part of this community. I couldn't do this without you, and I look forward to seeing you at future videos.